Language and voice. On Monday, we discussed language and voice, and tone, syntax, and diction. Today, we're going to talk about them a bit more and do some practice. First, write your first and last name using capital letters. Choose your teacher. Choose your correct class period. Every author has a unique sound or way of speaking on the page. The quality is called the author's voice. Authors develop their voice and personality through the ways they use language, including the following elements. Syntax is the way words are organized in a sentence or phrase. A mix of short and long sentences can provide an interesting rhythm. Sometimes authors insert questions or exclamations or reverse normal syntax to emphasize a point or an idea. For example, magnificent was the feast before us, instead of the feast before us was magnificent. The author emphasizes magnificent instead of the feast. Tone is the author's attitude toward his or her subject and audience. Tone can be conveyed through words that express emotions: joy, sadness, anger, excitement, fear, confidence, confusion, optimism, pessimism, and so on. Diction is an author's word choice and style. Certain word choices can make the text sound informal, casual, slangy, funny, or formal, serious, sophisticated, and technical. Some authors will mix formal and informal diction in their works. Directions. Identify the diction of each example in the pair, A and B. Choose informal if the example is informal, or formal if the example is formal. 1A. If you refuse to control your angry outbursts, you will lose our respect. It might help you to read both of them first before you make your decision. 1B. If you don't stop biting our heads off, you can forget about working with us. That one seems a little easy. That one is definitely informal, and the first one was formal. You're going to do the same for numbers 2A, 2B, 3A, and 3B. Part B. Write the tone of each example. Use each word in the following list only once. Your list is right here: excitement, confusion, sadness, terror, and joy. Number 4, we have succeeded. We have survived. Nothing can harm us now. We are as free as the birds in the sky. Let us celebrate. That one is joy, because these people are very excited because they were successful, they survived, they're done, they're fine. You will do the exact same. Also, I've already used up joy, so that means you only have terror, sadness, confusion, and excitement left. You'll do the same for 5, 6, 7, and 8. Read the following adapted speech, then answer the questions that follow. Every year, more EVs, electric vehicles / electric cars, hit the road. The technology that makes these cars possible continues to improve, and some of the previous drawbacks of EVs are now a thing of the past. Some car manufacturers plan to convert EV-only production in the future. Other brands have designated more affordable vehicles so that EVs are accessible to more people. Still not convinced? Keep listening. EVs are cheaper to run than conventional gas guzzlers. As costs continue to go down, the decision to go electric will be an easy one. The cost of operating an EV will end up saving you money. You won't have to buy gas. You won't have to undergo smog tests. You won't have to visit the mechanic so often. EVs have fewer parts that can wear out or break. Many can go for years without needing service or repairs. Instead of buying gas or oil, you can conveniently plug into a charger at home or work when you need to refuel. Also, eventually renewable resources will likely be the main producer of EV battery power. If you install a solar panel at home, you can use that energy to power your rides. Since EVs do not produce harmful emissions, we will have cleaner air, less disease, and less stress on public health systems such as hospitals. More EVs means less damage to the ozone layer, thus slowing global warming. For the environment, EVs make a difference. For drivers, EVs save money. For everyone, EVs are the future. So for number 9, would you say the speaker's diction is formal or informal? Explain. Use the following sentence stem to begin your answer. The speaker's diction is, and then give me a because. The speaker's diction is formal because they use formal language. They use words such as, let's say, instead of using words, they use phrases. Such as this one right here. Where'd it go? Also, eventually, renewable resources will likely be the main producer of EV battery power. Instead of also, renewable resources are going to be the main reason or the main maker of battery power. I'm putting a comma and then a quotation mark. And spelling this correctly. Also, comma, eventually, how often in your normal speech do you use the word likely? I'm putting 3 dots right there because that was very good. That was just enough to make my point. Now you're going to do the same things for numbers 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 14. For each one of these, you have sentence stems because you are required to write and complete sentences. Remember, if you don't use them, it is an automatic half off, and I will return your form to you so you can make corrections. Save yourself some time and just do it right the first time.